Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to McAD's Entertainment. I'm your host as always, Adam McGahee. Just wanted to give another huge thank you to my viewers and subscribers who have been making this channel explode like crazy. We have broken 3,600 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. I love making these videos, and your kind words and engagement on them really motivates me to keep going. You all are the true heroes. It's been a minute since our last Suicide Squad video, but I wanted to continue our series where we pit the squad members against each other to see who would win in a one-on-one fight. In our last video, we did an analysis on the big bads of both films, the Enchantress from Suicide Squad 2016, and the lovable starfish Starro from 2021's The Suicide Squad. I will have that video linked in the title card and in the description below. In today's video, we'll be covering the more scaly members of the team to see who would win in a one-on-one match. Therefore, we'll be pitting 2016 Suicide Squad Killer Croc against 2021's The Suicide Squad King Shark against each other to see who is the true ruler of the depths. We'll do a breakdown of the characters, their weapons and fighting skills to see who would be the overall deadliest warrior. We'll be pulling a combination of statistics from the movies and the comics. Without further ado, let's start with the OG Suicide Squad BET lovin' baddie, Killer Croc. Character history. Killer Croc, whose real name is Waylon Jones, is actually a human male from Florida who made his first appearance in Batman issue 357 back in 1983. While having human parents, Jones was born with a genetic defect that caused him to have reptilian traits. His mother died in childbirth, and his father abandoned the baby, leaving Jones to be raised by his alcoholic and abusive aunt. Growing up in this environment with his condition, Jones did not have many friends growing up and was the subject of ridicule by his peers. As he grew into his teenage years, Jones became rather violent and bitter towards life and got into trouble multiple times with the law. When he reached adulthood, he realized that his reptilian genetics gave him near superhuman strength. He put this strength to use when he got a job wrestling alligators at a local sideshow carnival. His ability to easily defeat the beast with his bare hands is where he got his infamous name of Killer Croc. He realized that with this strength, there was more to life than wrestling gators down in Florida, and therefore traveled to Gotham in order to get involved with the criminal underworld in an attempt to make a name for himself. As he rose through the ranks, this caused him to have run-ins with Batman, where he proved to be a formidable foe for the Dark Knight. Batman would manage to defeat him and send him to Arkham Asylum, the Gotham jail where nobody stays for long. Just like everybody else who has stayed there, Croc would of course escape and have multiple run-ins with numerous heroes and villains over the years. Powers and abilities. Growing up in an abusive environment mixed with that of his reptilian traits, Killer Croc is a violent and powerful individual who will attack and kill his victims without remorse. As he grew older, his reptilian nature would continue to evolve him into more of a beast than human. Some of these abilities include superhuman speed, senses, and strength. In the Suicide Squad movie novelization, it was said that Killer Croc was so powerful that he could even bench press a pickup truck. Dude, I'm still working on benching my own body weight. Chill there, Croc. No need to flex like that. Some of his other powers include enhanced senses, razor-sharp claws, and fangs. He also has armored scale-like skin, which makes him nearly invulnerable against wounds and gunfire. He is also an expert swimmer and can hold his breath much longer than traditional humans. One of his weaknesses, though, is a diminished intellect due to his reptilian genetics causing de-evolutions in his brain. This causes him to think more like an animal and can thus be easily tricked and defeated in the right situations. Now moving on to our next combatant is none other than the adorable jean short wearing baddie himself, King Shark. Character history. King Shark, whose real name is Nanaue, is a humanoid shark-like creature from Hawaii who made his first appearance in Superboy Volume 4, Number 0 back in 1994. His father was a mystical being known as the King of all Sharks, who had a child with a human woman, thus resulting in the birth of Nanaue. As he grew up, King Shark would proceed to kidnap and eat multiple people, causing him to become a most wanted target by law enforcement. He was taken into custody, but was later broken out by gang members who recruited him to help them defeat Superboy. The Shark Man, just wanting to chill and eat num-nums, refused and killed his liberators, where he then went on the run. Superboy would make his way to Hawaii, where he was recruited by the agents to help combat this threat. They tracked the shark down to his mom's house, who, being the good mom that she was, decided to give her hungry boy a snack, which consisted of her whole arm. I mean, I'm sure pizza rolls or something could have been fine, but I guess not. Superboy then entered Nanaue's lair under the home, where he encountered the Shark Man, being nearly drowned. He managed to defeat him with a powerful blast of his heat vision. King Shark was then taken into custody and found his way into the hands of Amanda Waller, who would then recruit him to the Suicide Squad. Powers and abilities. Due to his humanoid and shark DNA, Nanaue can survive on both land and in the sea. Similar to Killer Croc, he also has superhuman strength, durability, and like typical sharks, can enter a frenzy mode when he smells blood and can go on an unstoppable rampage. He displayed this durability in the Suicide Squad film, where he seemingly fell to his death after falling out of the gigantic Tower Jotunheim, only to get back up despite being shot numerous times by the Corto Maltese troops. His durable skin allowed him to shake off the gunfire, where he then went on the offense, slaughtering waves of troops in the process. He also has razor-sharp teeth, claws, and even has slight telepathic capabilities where he can call other sharks to his aid in battle. However, like Croc, one of Shark's weaknesses as well is a lower than average intellect. Tending to act more like shark than man, all that seems to be on King Shark's mind is food and crime. I mean, I can relate, man, it's cool. I mean, to the food part, not crime. Crime? Totally not okay. Bad shark. So given to how incredibly similar these two are in both body type and abilities, just who would win in a fight? Honestly, in all opinion, I think not long after an encounter with each other, these two would realize how similar they were and become new dumb best friends with each other. I mean, how awesome would a team-up show be for these two? Just them hanging out, King Shark showing Croc how to read, and Croc showing Shark all the awesome things there are to watch on BET. No lie, I'd watch this. However, in a forced combat environment, I would have to say King Shark may have the advantage due to his biology. He can breathe underwater forever, where Killer Croc can only hold his breath for a long time. The Scaly Boy would need to come up for air eventually. All King Shark would need to do is manage to wrestle Croc into a body of water, where he would manage to subdue him long enough to cause him to lose consciousness and eventually drown. He would also be able to summon his baby shark family once in the water to finish Croc off once and for all, leaving my boy Nanaue the victor. I mean, just even imagine a real battle between a shark and a crocodile. Sure, crocodiles are awesome, but I think the shark has this one in the bag. However, I think there are situations where Killer Croc could win. Despite his appearance, he is still human, so perhaps there are methods he could take to educate himself and improve his mental faculties, where he could become a more refined and intelligent crocodile man, and thus use strategy mixed with strength to take Shark down, as opposed to taking a full brute approach to things. You see, in the movie, Ratcatcher was able to convince Shark that she was his friend. Perhaps Croc could use a similar technique to trick Shark into maybe eating some poison or some kind of explosive. I would hate to see this happen to my chunky boy though. Let's pretend I never said that. So despite being seemingly physically matched, I believe whoever had the higher brain function out of these two not so smart scaly baddies would be the ultimate victor. Now, it does not matter what I think. What matters most is what you think. Who do you think would win? Killer Croc or King Shark? Who else would you want to see in a matchup video like this? Sound off in the comments. Also be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed today's content, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon to be notified of all of our latest videos. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are awesome and loved, God bless, and I will see you in the next one.